Hello everyone. It's nearing end of September, kind of past the middle of September, and now it's time for me to start preparing for the winter, fall winter. At the end of October I'm gonna have to start putting the plastic back up on the greenhouses to protect my dragon fruit for the winter. And in preparation, I try to keep all the new growth off, so I'm going to lose that anyways in the cold, so I just keep plucking these off of here and try to strengthen the plant. All this new growth, if it keeps growing in the wintertime when it gets freezing temperatures, that stuff is going to be ruined, so might as well just keep it off it and just go up and start knocking all these off. And another thing is I'm getting my last flush of flowers for the year, and hopefully these will ripen before, get flowers and fruit and ripen before the end of the year, before it starts getting cold. And up here, I know some of the people down south, their fruit can ripen over the winter time, but up here it doesn't really do very well. We do get freezing temperatures quite a bit. Even though it's under plastic, it won't ruin the plants, but the fruit don't really do well with it. So another thing, as you can see, the ants are still my biggest problem. It seems like they're kind of going full bore now that it's getting towards the end of the season. I have to come out here every night and spray these guys with the soapy water. It's just crazy. They want to get all that sap from the fruit and from the new growth, and the plant keeps pushing out all that serum and sap, and they seem to kind of, I guess, feed off of it, but it's kind of nuts, and I have to deal with it. I wish I had a better way. So you can see on that bud, all the ants on that bud, they're trying to get all that sap and serum, and if I don't do anything about it, it kind of ruins the bud. So I have to keep an eye out for all that. You can see that they're taking on the fruit. So yeah, it's a constant battle that I got to deal with. I don't want to use chemicals and spray everything. It absorbs into the fruit and the plant, and I don't really want that. So I got to do it this way. So another thing is, I think I'm going to try to pull back on my watering, even though it's still kind of warm. Last couple of days it was 99, 98, but I think that might help with the ant situation. If I have I don't know, all the watering that I do, I think I overwater a little bit, and it forces it out. The plant pushes it out through the new growth and the buds and the flowers and the fruit. And maybe if I back off a little bit, maybe it won't be as much. I don't know. I mean, last year I didn't have this much of a problem, and I think I watered too much this year, and that's why I have a problem. Not only that, I think it limits the growth of some of my fruit. The plant gets a little bit, suffocates a little bit, and the fruit don't grow. So yeah, I think that could be a problem of overwatering. Okay, this year I have a lot of fruit that are small, and I have some that are big and some that are a lot of small ones, and I'm not sure why, but I have a kind of a theory. I think I've been overwatering my plants, and it's causing them to kind of suffocate a little bit, and the fruit aren't pushing and growing because I'm overwatering them. I've had some plants who look like they're kind of drying out, but I've been watering plenty, and I think that's a case of overwatering also. So I'm backing off on my watering. I'm watering these guys just a little bit once a week, and since I've done that, we've been getting a flush of new buds, and hopefully the new fruit will grow. So we're getting close to the end of the year. I'm gonna have to put the plastic up pretty soon and protect these guys for the winter. But I don't know, I got a little crazy with the watering this year, I think, because it was so hot this year. I just kind of felt like they needed more water, but I don't think they did. So you got to be careful of that. Okay, here's a trellis that I have that when it started to get flowers and fruit, it started to shrivel up the branches. And this is one of those examples where I had it was overwatering, but right now I kind of cut the water way back, and the fruit is now thickened back. I mean, the branches have thickened right back up. So yeah, just, you know, it's kind of weird. I mean, it looks like it needs more water because it's shriveling up, but actually it needs less water. So this guy's made a pretty good recovery, and yeah, just got to be careful how much water you put in there. I got plenty of drainage, but still, I mean, how often do we need to water? So I'm cut back to once a week, and it's just a nice flush of water, and that's it. So here's something. Here's a little rooted cutting in here, and it's producing. It's been in here for a long while, and it has a bud on it. And it just goes to show we don't have to have really tall branches that go up the trellis to have fruit. When the branch is ready, it's going to push. You don't have to have a big situation or setup to have flowers and fruit. You can probably have something really small like this and still have fruit, as long as it's got all its needs met. So, alright, so here's another example. This plant is not very tall, not very big. I started this trellis this year. These were sitting in pots for a year, and you don't have to have them really tall and long branches to have flowers on them. So, you know, you can do it however you want to do it, but you can do it small if you want to also. So here's another example of a small little pot that's getting flowers. You know, and this is a soul kitchen, and this thing has been sitting in a little pot for over a year. I'm keeping it short because I just have it in a little pot, and put out 3 flower buds just recently, and I'm curious to see if I can keep it short and see how well it produces. So here's another one here. I'm keeping it short, and there's a flower bud right in there. So you guys don't have to have a big trellis or anything like that. You can do it like this and keep it maintained, and it's, you know, you can still have fruit. So this is another pot here. It's a Haley's Comet. This guy's been sitting in the pot for about 2 years, and this year is the first time it has some flowers and it's fruited. But I'm kind of getting to the point where I want less branches, and you can still have quite a bit of fruit. I have a lot of branches on here, and not everything has got flowers or fruited on it. So I have some trellises that are really heavy on the branches, and it's putting a lot of strain on the trellis, as you can see over here. This guy is trellis is straining on the other side, and then plus you had the fruit on it, and it's probably several hundred pounds on there. So this winter I'm gonna cut these guys back, and I'm gonna thin it out, and see how it goes. So this trellis here is kind of how I kind of want to have it. About as how many branches, not too many. This branch previously was kind of like that, but it broke because of the weight, and I had to cut it way back, and it came back, and right now it's about right. I think this is about right. So as far as it's got a ton of fruit on there, so I'm gonna try to keep it at a, not too light but not too heavy either. I think this is just about right there.